Hello. Welcome to the reading room. And first off, I got to make an apology. My alarm didn't go off, and I totally slept in. Totally reprehensible. Apparently, the morally bankrupt here one is me. Terrible. I sincerely apologize to everybody out there. Yeah, that's something that I never do, and I really do apologize. I feel absolutely terrible. Um, yeah, totally late. I really apologize. I don't know what happened there, and it's completely my fault. Completely my fault. Beamsy, yeah. Um, I'm so sorry, mate. I find it absolutely reprehensible. So I really do apologize. As you can see, I'm totally just got up. Yeah. So what have I been up to? What have I been doing? I've been doing a lot of trying to get like pin down debates and pin down stuff to argue. I'm going to the Tangang's UDC Ultimate Debate Championships. They're starting up a debate thing, which is exciting, and I'm always happy to get into more sort of more debates and more stuff. It's great to see you all. It's great to see you, Logan and Beamsy. Thank you so much for your patience. I can't imagine. I really I do apologize. Absolutely. I do not see begging. I'm begging right now. Beamsy, I beg your forgiveness. I really do. I sort of I pride myself on my professionality, and that is not cool. Well, good to see you, Donnie. Good to see you. So it's sort of this is AIMBOT. So am I morally bankrupt or them? Really, it's nothing huge or serious. We're just going through the internet and seeing some examples and seeing who's bankrupt, who's not, who's morally good, who's morally bad, voting on it and seeing what happens. But yeah, I think if you are interested, Donnie, I think that Oz is looking for sort of theists and stuff. Um, um, I love that topic. I love that topic. I think when you're debating somebody for the first time, it's sort of one of those things where I like it because it's sort of different people have different sort of evidences for God, and I think it's a broad topic that they sort of I don't know. I feel like you get to know your opponent or what their sort of base principles are. Oh, Dan, I'm so sorry, mate. I am so sorry. Like, yeah, it's terrible. But I'm really sorry. I've been doing sort of off and on. My wife hasn't been doing real great lately. I've sort of been a bit down lately. So, yeah, what's going on with me? So, yeah, I don't know. I've been kind of just sort of isolating a bit and haven't been out there and my usual self lately. I think I'm just going through a hard time. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's just occasionally you just go through these periods. I think also that sort of dropping into some chat rooms and sort of I've copped a lot of abuse lately. Which usually I can just shrug off, but it's sometimes hard. It's sometimes hard to sort of cop abuse and just keep going kind of thing and just ignore it kind of stuff. And you know it is what it is. And yeah, I wish nothing for the best. And a few viewers have sort of asked me why I do that, why I go into these insanely hostile chat rooms kind of thing. Occasionally you'll sort of have good discussions with people and really good discussions with people, and I do like that. Secondly, I've always disliked the idea that sort of it's atheists that are mean and cruel and vicious kind of thing. I think I do want to highlight just some of the sort of behavior that the apparently good Christians can show, just the evil atheists kind of thing, that you go into their and you're treated absolutely terribly for simply not believing the same thing they do. And when we get more of that in society, than I think we realize, people with differing beliefs are treated badly. And that's not to say they're the only ones doing it. So there's atheists treating Christians incredibly badly just because they don't believe the same thing. There's Hindus, there's Islamic people treating Christians badly, and vice versa, and all that. But I just happen to be an atheist, and I try to I try to deal with people as nicely as possible. Yeah, and I mean, it's not the only reason I've felt a bit down lately. It's also I do sort of, I was in a room the other day and I got confused over somebody's sort of their intentions. I get confused about people's emotions sometimes. So if they're sort of hamming it up, I can sometimes get confused, especially when I'm tired. But that's the problems that come with being on the spectrum, I guess. So yeah, and it's so lovely to see you all. It's so lovely, Maya. It's so wonderful to see you. And Duchess of Clutches, I've only met Duchess the other day. She was, and I hope I'm using the right pronouns. She was amazing in Amy's room. I really enjoyed talking to you, and yeah, Dan, a pleasure as always. And again, I am so sorry for being late. It racks me to be unprofessional. So I really do apologize, and I guarantee it won't happen again. But we're not really here for me to apologize profusely for my failings. What we're here to do is AIMBOT, which is, am I morally bankrupt or them? And that is taking just random things off the AITA posts of Reddit, and we're going to be asking, who's the monster? Who's horrible? Who's good? Yeah, Maya, it's interesting because when you're feeling like crap, when you're feeling down and you're not feeling great, and you're really, you're not there. It's kind of, I don't know. I just kind of accept it and say, hey, I'm gonna feel like crap. That's going to happen. I do have a tendency to hide away a little bit and just sort of do my own thing, and sort of hide away. I'm so not an extrovert. I really am not. Yeah, and as a content producer, I feel you. When you don't want to make stuff, it's hard to wait. No, look, Dan, I love you, man, honestly, but today was not that. I was actually really looking forward to today because I love being able to chill and talk to you all. I really do. Today wasn't that. It's not, it's not an excuse. Look, I slept in. That is honestly what happened, and that's terrible. Yeah. Look, and we all have those days. Absolutely, Maya. Absolutely. And I'm glad you're all here, and I'm glad to sort of share that I haven't been doing that great to everybody, and but that's not going to last forever. Every feeling, every situation, every time you're down in it, and you're sitting there going, "Oh, I feel like crap." It's temporary. It will end. It will end. Think your part's. Look, Dan, honestly, mate, that last one the other night, the last night, that one last night, it was it broke my brain. You know, sort of arguing about DNA and you know, haplogroups, and I haven't posted that yet. Okay, so there was a I had a conversation with Standing for Truth and stuff on genetics and things. It broke my brain. It did. I had to learn very, very fast. Oh, sweetie. So that's my wife. Be nice to her. She's wonderful. Probably better than I deserve. You know, just amazing woman. Well, a lot of people have told me that they basically don't know why I go into these rooms with Standing for Truth and you know, Praise I Am and things like that. They're basically like, you know, it's a waste of your time. And I don't know if people want to see that. I don't know if people don't want to see that. I've been thinking of doing sort of debate reviews kind of thing. Beamsy, look, just don't insult people. Come on now, buddy. Let's not throw insults around. So I want to encourage you, Beamsy, to be better than what you're treated. You know. Yeah, no, Dan, I get what you mean. I totally get what you mean. You don't have the patience for verbal abuse. I got you. It's very, very hard to deal with. It's why I don't do it on a very regular basis. I don't do it every day. I tell you what, if I did, I would be a mess, because yeah, I cop a lot of abuse doing it. But yeah, I you know, I think it's important to show. Anyway, we're not here for that. We're here to make some moral judgments. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. You know, you've waited and waited. I'm so apologetic. I am such a bad person. Well, no, I'm not a bad person. Self-talk. I did a bad thing. I did a bad thing and slept in, and now we're gonna aimbot. Because you deserve it. I deserve it. Everyone deserves it. Now, these things, for those that are new, I have not seen these before. I have not clicked them before. I'm going to give this an upvote. Look, you get an upvote. Everyone gets an upvote. I don't know why this says arsehole. Lena 78. All right. We all ready? We're all ready. We're all good. Apology accepted, please. I'm sorry. And let's get into it. Yep. Am I the arsehole for ordering pizza even though we had dinner reservations? Maybe. We're supposed to go out with my family for dinner, but I was craving pizza all day and I was hungry, so I asked my husband if he would buy me some. We ordered pizza at 5:45 p.m. and we have dinner reservations at 8:30 p.m. When do you guys have dinner? When do you have dinner? Like, I have dinner about 6:30, right? And Dan says pizza is always okay. Yeah, I you know, 8:30 seems really late for dinner. That's why I'm asking when you guys have dinner, because I mean, 6:30 is about my time, and I realize that there are not people that follow that same sort of logic kind of thing. And if I don't have dinner at 6:30, it becomes like, I think I've been having dinner at 6:30 for so long now that it's kind of like habitual. Oh, hello, Amaretto. Welcome. I haven't seen you in ages. It's really good to see you. Any time between 3 p.m. and midnight. Look, I realize I might be a creature of habit a lot more. I do realize that. I'm sorry, Dan. That's cool. 1 meal a day at 1 p.m., but I am... Look, it sounds like you don't have dinner here. Is dinner a thing in my channel? What's going on? Chat, what's going on? All right, anyway. Let me know when you have dinner, by the way, because I want to know. I'm very curious now. When the pizza arrived, everyone wanted some, but my sister was upset because she wanted to go to the restaurant, and so she refused to eat any, which is fair. Varies like crazy. So Amrado says my dinner time varies like crazy. I need to get on a more regular schedule for my kiddo, but it flexes. Oh, look, kids can definitely be one of the things that you know sort of change things for. I don't know. I don't even have kids, and I'm sort of regular as clockwork. Ooh. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm the weird one. Maybe you're not weird, Beamsy. Maybe you're not weird. Maybe it's me. Maybe it is me. I think I'm weird. Nobody wanted to go out after they'd eaten the pizza because they were full, so my dad told my husband he should cancel our reservation. My sister is blamed. That's... Really? We were supposed to go out with my family for dinner. Then they ordered pizza and had dinner reservations. Everybody had the pizza but your sister. And then you cancelled the reservation because you'd eaten the pizza. My sister is blaming me for us not going to the restaurant and has accused me of making everything about myself. My parents have tried to speak to her, and my dad told her I was pregnant, so I needed to eat when I was hungry, but it only made her more angry with me. You're pregnant, not... You could have had something like to just, something else. Like, why do you have to have full pizza? What? It's difficult to get a reservation at the restaurant we're supposed to go to. Wrong. I mean, that's a difficult sentence, but that is wrong. It's supposed to go to. So I understand why she was initially upset. Yeah, comma wouldn't hurt in there as well, by the way. Lena 78. She was initially upset we never went as she was excited to go. However, my husband knows the owner and has promised he would make another reservation before we went home. But my sister doesn't want me to be invited as she thinks it'll ruin it again, which I think is an overreaction. What am I looking at here? Is this like the most selfish family in the history of families? What is going on? So and Maria says, I feel like the non-pregnant family who ate the pizza are jerks. Sister probably didn't eat. No, she didn't eat. That's the whole point. She like basically they were all going to the restaurant. They order pizza. The sister says, no, I don't want to have any because I want to have a meal at the restaurant that we're going to. Then they're all full after the pizza and they cancelled the reservation with the sister not having anything to eat. And then the sister says, oh, we're going to make another reservation, but this time you can't come because you'll ruin it. Interesting. I mean, it's interesting. What do you think, chat? And as usual, just because this is apparently a theme for my my rooms, I am so not organized. And of course, I mean, what can I say? Yeah, I don't know about this one. No, I know about this one. No, they're all assholes. Like, seriously. The sister for sort of wanting pizza and cancelling the reservation that they had because of pizza? But, yeah. Well, yeah, it's a dad family, and also the sister for sort of saying, hey, we're going to make another reservation and you're not allowed to come. Like, seriously? Seems like the pregnant person pitted against one another before. Yeah, possibly, but still, I mean, let me just do a poll here. Wow. All right. Not only my eyes not working, my fingers aren't working either. You know what annoys me? I don't get to vote on this. It's entirely up to you guys. Which you know, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like as the person running this stream, I should be able to weigh in. It's kind of unfair. It is unfair. That's it. I'm taking it up with YouTube. Totally unfair. All right. So feel free to vote. Let's see what the comments say. Oops. I'm just gonna zoom out just a little. I think that's a little bit. You're the arsehole. You do not need to be completely selfish regarding food when pregnant. I don't know. Does anyone be pregnant? Is anyone? What do the Reddit users say? Yeah, I'm doing that, Dan. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it though. I really do. Have you been pregnant, Dan? Have you been pregnant? Oh, yeah, the Reddit users are dismantling the amount of slices in the pizza. I think that's going a bit far. How much pizza did you get that fed the whole family? Yeah. I agree. She bought like a ton of pizza because she fed the entire family. She didn't want to go to the restaurant, right? That's premeditated pizza ordering. That's not spur of the moment pizza ordering. That's premeditated pizza ordering. Like she knew that her family would eat and then not go to the restaurant. She knew. Don't lie to me. She absolutely knew. Yeah, yeah. First degree dinner ruining. Yeah, absolutely. Good evening, Megan. It's so good to see you. I'm running so late, and I've apologized to everyone, so I'll apologize to you too. Yeah, so I think everyone, but I would go further and say everyone's the arsehole. Julie brings down the hammer on the arsehole move. Yeah. Enough pizza to feed your entire family to the point that they don't want more. That's way more than a pizza. Yeah. Look, I get like there's sometimes you don't feel like going out, so you're like, well, screw it, we'll just order a pizza. But why be shy about that? You know, why be? Well, everyone's sort of coming down on you're the asshole here, which is interesting. Yeah, everyone is all over this. Well, the Reddit community is in agreement. I really wish they wouldn't put this though there. It kind of ruins it for me. You're ruining for me, Reddit. You're ruining it for me. Let's have a look. What does chat say? Chat poster. And everyone is terrible. Yeah. Yeah. No, I have to agree. Sorry about the ads and everything. So yeah, I think that if you're looking at doing the sort of the well-being of everybody, including yourself, this seems like a sabotage. This seems like a real sabotage. I think that the least you can do is be honest and say, hey, I don't feel like going out for dinner. And deal with the consequences of that. Rather than go, well, I'm a little bit hungry, so I'm going to order like a ton of pizza and then not go out. Yeah, so Amaro says this sub can be a bit little judgmental, and Dan says only this sub. Yeah. It's kind of, that's Reddit for you. But, you know, as I've said before, Amaretto, this is consensual judgment. These people put these posts up to be judged. So we are judging with consent, which is fine. Because that's what they want, or they wouldn't have put the post up. So this is fine to judge, because that's we have consent to judge. Now, Wold writes, update. Why isn't it update? Why isn't an update? Am I the arsehole for telling my wife it was a mistake to stay at a baby shower? Look, okay, so how do you all feel about baby showers? Me, I'm not big on children at all. Like, I got to be honest with you, I'm not into kids at all. Like, in any way, I don't really like hanging around with kids. I don't really like playing with kids. Kids aren't my thing. And that's fine. That's fine. I get that people just adore kids, and that's fine. And, you know, I would help children in need and stuff like that. Don't really enjoy their company. That sounds awful. I'm so sorry. That sounds absolutely awful. I'm not huge on kids, and neither is my wife, actually. Just not into kids at all. Like, you know, I just, yeah. Babies don't thrill me. Babies don't thrill my wife. It's just, you know, yeah, we're just not those people, and that's fine. Well, I mean, yeah, like kids or not like kids, we all know they are petri dishes for grossness. Let's face it. Like, they really are just carriers of disease. No, but I'm joking. You know, they're kids. Their immune systems aren't fully developed. They're you know, They get stuff all the time and transmit it all the time, which is a fine. So I texted a coworker, let's call him Frank. Oh, if you used his real first name, we'd instantly know who he is. Yeah, if you said it was Mike, then I know exactly who that is. How dare you dox that person on the internet? Walled into. You've really missed the mark on that. I mean, why do you have to change the first name? I don't understand. I don't. Just call him his name. No one's going to know. Anyway, and asked, maybe there's some other details that people could pin down who this mysterious Frank is, and asked if we could talk. So we met up during our lunch break. Why is this? I don't. This is an update. I don't know the original story. I'm so sorry. This is boo. It doesn't have a link to the original post. Wald, you're letting me down. You're letting me down. Where's the original post? Wald, you fail. Yeah, Captain Red Bull. I gotta agree. Kids are better when you can tell their parents to get them when they start getting annoying. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't. Yeah, it's nice to be able to do that because yeah, I'm just not that guy. I'm in this middle area. I love kids, but parenting can be insanely stressful. Yeah, no, that's cool, Amrado. That's cool. Yeah, okay. So this person, original post. Okay, and I'm going to give you 2 thumbs up because you did the right thing. Am I the arsehole for not rehoming my snake so my dad's pregnant partner can move in? I'm 16 male and always loved snakes. My mum and her partner own over 20 reptiles, so I can be around them as long as I can remember. I like snakes. I think snakes are cool. Definitely cool. Hello, Titan. How you doing? Much love, mate. I'm starting late because I got up late and totally, it's a thing. I've been through it. I'm so sorry. I apologize to you as well. I apologize to everybody. I live with my dad and currently own 2 adult female ball pythons. Cool. And a baby corn snake. What is a corn snake? Is that a euphemism? Is he talking about his penis? Is that what's going on? What is a baby corn snake? What's a corn snake, Precious? What's a corn snake? What is a corn snake? Oh. Yeah, they're actually quite pretty looking, aren't they? That's cool. Are they venomous? Probably not if he's owning one, right? Are they a constrictor or are they Oh, okay. Field mouse, eh? Yeah. Okay. And a baby corn snake living in enclosures in our basement family room. Sure, they're all friendly and docile and love to be held. I don't know if you can tell that a snake loves to be held, but yeah. My dad's partner of 2 years is terrified of snakes and thinks they're disgusting, though. Why? I'm not allowed to handle them or take them out of their enclosures when she's here because she'll freak out. She thinks it's disgusting that we have frozen mice in our house too. Lol. Yeah, that's what you do when you have snakes. My dad is expecting a baby with his partner and she wants to move in before the baby's born, but she insists my dad makes me rehome my snakes first because she thinks it's dangerous to have them in the same house as the baby. What? My dad and I have both tried educating her, but she won't change her mind. Yeah, this sounds like a sort of reaction from emotion. She's obviously got a phobia of the snake, and she's sort of making a justification that, oh, but think of the baby. She won't compromise with my dad, and he's tried compromising with me and suggested I keep them at my mum's house, but my mum lives 9 hours away and I'd only see them every few months. It's caused a lot of fighting between him and his partner, and he's basically telling everyone that he's choosing his son's pets over her and their baby. No, that's not. No. I mean, if you've got a home and you have something in the home that somebody else doesn't like, it's kind of tough, like you can't say, hey, even if I'm the parent of someone, I can't say, hey, in your home, there is this thing that you enjoy doing. I want to live in your home, so you've got to change your home for me. I don't think that's how it works. Nanalu, so good to see you. The only garter snake. Okay. My partner and I was separated. He had rooming as a snake. Kai was young, and I was never told there was a snake. Yeah, well, see, that's a bit different. I mean, what is your fundamental standard for morally judging other people's situations, Mark? Well, that's a light-hearted question for a light-hearted stream. Certainty exists. JG. Hello, JG. My standard is secular humanism. If you want to be more sort of, specific about it, I am a meta-ethical relativist. So my fundamental standard is the well-being of the individual and society or the group. So, for instance, in this one, JG, if you want to get really specific about it, it's good for society if you get the liberty to put what you like in your house and arrange your house and your living space how you wish it. And I think it's bad for well-being for anybody to tell you what to do in your private areas, in the areas that you own and find solace in. So if you want a real in-depth into morality, there you go. That's it. But sort of going through my morality, I must admit, I mean, even though this is a stream kind of on morality, I can go through it in great detail. What do you think moral relativism is? Moral relativism is okay. Well, look, I'm happy to have this conversation at some point, JG. But at the moment we're doing this AIMBOT thing. But I mean, if you want to come on and have a talk about morality, I'm certainly happy to. Just understand that I think morality, or at least the frameworks for morality, is subjective. So there's nothing objective that I'm claiming is the case. So let's see the update. Thank you for all your comments on my original post, which you were so kind to include so we could actually see. I'm looking at you, whatever the name was, well, Lena 82. Thank you for all the comments on my original post. I had a few people ask for an update, but life got kind of hectic, so I forgot until now. Look, I hear you, man. I was up late today and totally stuffed up my stream, so. What's there to talk about? With morality? Like one of famously the most complex subjects in the world that we still don't have a complete handle on and is so up for interpretation. Wow. All right. Well, if you think morality is, not worth talking about, I don't know what to tell you. Would it be possible to change snakes into something else people may not like around babies? Would it be possible to change snakes to something else people may not like around babies? Like what? Oh, you mean as an example, like, if it was lead paint or something. I don't know. I don't think snakes are necessarily bad for babies. I think if they're improperly kept and stuff, maybe, but no more than a dog. Dogs can be quite dangerous to babies sometimes with the way that they react. A well-trained dog isn't. I don't know how well-trained a snake can get, though. I think that if it's stored in an enclosure and, you're safe about it, I don't see the problem really, but I tried my hardest to come up with a compromise using your suggestions and advice, getting more locks to secure the enclosures, offering to never take the snakes out of enclosures with her or the baby around. My dad's partner wasn't willing to compromise and find a middle ground, and my dad kind of chose to be neutral. Well, if he was fighting with his partner all the time and there's a baby on the way, he's probably going through a lot of stress. Your dad probably doesn't give one crap anymore, X-Wing. He probably doesn't care anymore. I ended up in with my mum and her partner over the summer. They rented a U-Haul and helped me transfer my snakes enclosures to their house. That kind of sucks, to be honest with you. It wasn't what I wanted because I liked my school and liked living with my dad, but it's fine, and I like my new school. Wait, is it his house or is he a student? What's going on here? I like my new school, already met some cool people here, and I'm able to handle my snakes whenever I want. Overall, it worked out in a better environment to be in. My dad's partner moved in with my dad shortly after I moved out, the baby towards the end of summer. They still live together, but they've broken up since then. Oh. Okay. I'm not really sure how long they plan to live together. My grandmother told me they're just focusing on the baby and co-parenting right now. Sorry if this wasn't no, it's not a very satisfying update. He's 16. How do you know he's 16? Did I miss something? I'm not sure how long they plan to live together. My grandmother told, yeah, okay. Sorry if that wasn't as very satisfying. No, it wasn't very satisfying. It sucked. But I thought I'd write one now that I remember. Thanks to everyone that commented on my original post. I look. Oh, yeah, you're right. 16 male, yeah. Oh, so he lives with his dad and his partner was moving in. Right. Okay, I got the wrong. Yeah. Okay, so it's not his house, it's his dad's house. Well, I suppose that's just a thing of, not everything bad that happens is necessarily all bad, right? So he had to move out, had to move in to his mother's house. Yeah, so it wasn't all bad. It wasn't the horrible thing that he thought it would be. But I gotta review. I gotta review that thing, because if it's his dad's house, then really whatever his dad says really should go, because it's his dad's house. He wants to feel comfortable with his partner, and if that, at 16, you don't own the property. Yeah, I thought it was his house. I don't know why I thought that. I must still be tired. Although I do have to say, if the python eats a baby, then it must be an atheist. But yeah, I kind of, and Captain Red Bull says, yeah, you agree. Dad's house, dad's rules. Yeah, I kind of agree. If you're in your dad's house and he owns the house, then whatever he says kind of goes, and that sucks for you. I kind of think no one's the arsehole here, to be honest with you. I think that, I think I understand why you're not willing to move out, like move your snakes out. Wow, this has become much more interesting. So so I think in the interest of well-being, it's the well-being of whoever, sort of is their space, and it's your dad's space. You aren't old enough to have your own, so really it is your dad's space there. But well done for the 16-year-old trying to compromise. I mean, I do appreciate that the 16-year-old's trying to, they're compromising him with them, I get that. So what you're saying is you own your kids, Mark. Yeah, so that was a reference to, if anyone remembers lovely Bubblegum Gun, he thinks you own your kids as property, which is bafflingly weird. Bubblegum is a bit, he's got some weird notions. Look, snakes don't have rights, all right? They just don't. What is the sounds like dad has also given away his house to be a co-parent. Yeah, I can't believe they've broken up, though. That's kind of that's broken up for like with a baby on the way. That sucks. That sucks. Do you own yourself, Mark? Do I own myself? I would say so, yes. So there are things that I give away, usually in exchange for money, like I will give my time for money. I'll give my time for free. I get that choice, and I have ownership over my rights, which I can sort of, so the right to my autonomy, for instance, I can give that away if I want, but I still retain ultimately the option of taking that autonomy back. So it's like I can sort of lend out the right to my autonomy. I can say, hey, boss, you can tell me what to do. But at the end of the day, I always have that right to autonomy to quit or not. So, and it may not be a great option to, exercise my rights, but I do. So yes, I would say that I do. But if you're talking about sort of slavery is the ownership of people's rights as property. So when you own someone's autonomy, when you own their right to food, when you own the right to their to healthcare, for instance, that is a form of slavery. So when you can decide somebody gets that or not. And it's kind of weird because the James W. and Praise I Am debate sort of generated all of this, and people have been to point a finger, theists have been going around defending slavery after that debate, and after every debate where it's debated about slavery in the Bible, which is I would probably JG re-examine yourself that you're going around defending slavery. You're defending somebody's right to own another person as their property and pass them on to their children. So I would probably have a really deep examination of why you think slavery is okay. Hello, Binge Thinker. Love you, man. I'm so sorry. I got up late and I had a late stream, which is terrible. I am absolutely embarrassed. Danger Noodles. Corn snake is a cute little snack. Yeah, I'm not sure how dangerous these noodles are. Aren't ball pythons quite small as well? I thought that was sort of very, very small pythons as well. Yeah, most of them think that not arsehole here. So let's see what my chat says. I mean, my chat's always wrong. Let's face it. You guys know what you're doing. Poster is doing fine. Yeah. Yes, I do, JG. I do voluntarily pay income tax because I understand, like an adult, that if I want my society and my environment to be well maintained and have a good place to live, I have to contribute to that because I'm an adult and understand how income tax works, where it goes, and what it's spent on. And I'm not a sovereign citizen that thinks that I'm a land unto myself while driving around on the roads and using all of the water and the power system that the government actually maintains and provides for. So, there's that. No, look, JG, I love sovereign citizens. I love their arguments because it comes down to, well, if you're not willing to pay tax, then why do you expect to use the roads? Why do you expect to visit national parks? Why do you expect to visit any park at all that's maintained by the government? Why do you get to use the social services that are available to you? Like, there's a whole lot going on in the background that the systems and developments are maintained by the government and regulated by the government. So you basically want all of the privileges, and I mean, this might not be you, JG. Relax. It's just sovereign citizens want all the privileges of citizenship without the actual requirements. I don't know, Captain Red Bull. Captain Red Bull is asking, is there anyone here as sovereign citizenship? I don't know, but usually when it's the, like, are you happy with being taxed? It's usually a sovereign citizen asking that. Did you think people grant other people rights with special powers? I don't even know what that means, quite frankly. I don't know what that means. I think society grants, or we all grant each other rights, and we agree on a set of rights that everyone has. I'm not sure what special powers you're talking about, because while you may have a right to autonomy and a right to bodily integrity, sort of your right to not contribute to society isn't really a right. I mean, you have the right to autonomy. You can leave society, go somewhere else. Go seasteading. Seasteading, they're not a part of a country. They're just out in the ocean, completely autonomous. Go for it. Knock yourself out. But I have no idea what you mean by special powers. I don't know what you mean by that. All right, next up. Am I the asshole for feeding my daughter onions? Onion vinegar. Does your daughter like onions? Does your daughter like it? My ex likes to tell me what I should and shouldn't do on my custody days, and I generally ignore her because there is a reason we had divorced. Well, that's a little passive aggressive, but I understand. What I should and shouldn't do on my custody days. Yeah, so when you've got custody, I think that, you should just leave that person to sort of enjoy the time with their child, however they want. I mean, obviously, if they're doing something dangerous, yeah, definitely take it up with them. But if they're just, you don't even realize you're part of the statist religion. Well, look, JG, everything's a religion to religious people these days. It's hilarious. Everything's a religion. Evolution is a religion. Science is a religion. Apparently now the state. Yes, democracy is a religion. Yes. Come on, JG, try. At least try. You really look like a parody of Christianity right now. At least try to look serious. Oh dear. I generally ignore Big Ring with divorce. She has a list of food she doesn't want her daughter to eat, and I don't pay attention to her list. Okay, I mean, yeah. Is that if it's stuff that's bad for her health, then you're an awful person, onion vinegar. But I presume it's onions, which I don't think onions ever hurt anybody, anybody's health. Have onions got some sort of, chemical that I'm unaware of? Can someone fill me in? Is it because they make you cry? What are we talking about here? I drop up our daughter at school on Monday mornings and her mother picks her up. She called me yesterday to say she was cleaning our daughter's lunchbox and found onion slivers. Dun, dun, dun. And asked if any of the lunch I packed her had onions. Oh. JG says, Mark, you are fairly a nice guy. I try to be fair. I presume that you're saying I am a fairly nice guy. I presume. That's okay. Thank you for that lukewarm comment. I do appreciate it. Just says bad breath. Yes, that onion breath. What the? I said yes, it did. Yeah, sure. It contained onions. What you gonna do about it? She said that onions were on her list. I said I didn't care. At least onion vinegar is honest, right? Yeah, Don't give a crap. Don't care. She said onions make our daughter smell bad when she sweats and kids will bully her. What? Do onions make you smell bad? Look, I love onions and stuff. I think onions are a great sort of, they spice up meals and stuff. I like onions. Look, you get red onion in salad. It's wonderful, like a nice green salad, bit of balsamic vinaigrette kind of stuff. It's some feta. It's beautiful, absolutely wonderful. I said that at my house, our daughter showers, and she might try that at her house as well. Wow, shots fired. Okay, so there's probably just to be clear, there's probably a better way to go about doing this kind of thing. She called me a spiteful prick. Wow, the relationship is just so good between these two. And told me no more onions. Our daughter likes onions, so I'm going to ignore her. A part of me does wonder if I was petty, though. It pisses me off when she tells me what to do, so maybe that is clouding my judgment. Yeah, you think? Yeah, there's probably better ways to handle this than what you're doing right now, which is basically making passive-aggressive comments at her. However, she's making just aggressive comments at you. So, onions. Because is there something that I don't know about that onions make you sweat and smell bad? Is that a thing? I feel like that's just bullshit, quite frankly. I hate to be so blunt about it, but I feel like that's total crap. Yeah, I agree, Captain Red Bull. Communication is lacking. Those two need to sit down and talk it out. Talk it out in a reasonable and adult way. Absolutely. Kids will bully her. Look, okay, so here's a hot take. So when kids are going to bully other kids, it doesn't matter what they do, right? They will find anything to pick on, no matter what it is. So the whole idea of let's not do this to avoid bullying never works. It never works because those kids that are doing the bullying will find something to bully that person on. It's not about the smelling bad because she sweats. The kids will find something else. Trust me on this. Like saying, oh, well, let's not give them this lunchbox because they will be bullied. It's not going to make a difference to whether they're bullied or not. They're going to be bullied regardless. Just saying. It's not about the onions. Look, this entire post, I could just relabel it, not about the onions. This sounds like the ex is trying to, have some sort of control over the guy. The guy's incredibly passive-aggressive back. Look, the only person not an asshole here is the kid. Really? Nope, that's the wrong thing. Captain Red Bull says you'd have to eat a shitload of anything to be able to get it smell when you sweat. Yeah. Like garlic, eat enough, it'll come from your pores, smell horrible, but it'd have to be daily in a large quantity. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. I could not agree more. Like, if all he's feeding her is like raw onion, then yeah, definitely have a problem. But that's not what it sounds like. It sounds like he just included, onion in something she was eating, like a salad or something. So when did it become, right? So what happened that it used to be like just can I just point out how screwed up it is that we've gone from, oh, we can't get kids to eat their vegetables, to let's not get kids to eat vegetables because it may make them smell bad and they might be bullied incessantly by other little monsters, kind of thing. Can we just reflect on that? Like, why? Info, how old is your daughter? You were 100% being petty, but it sounds like it was in the best way possible. I really chuckled. Yeah, well, random suburbia, that's... Okay. A 10-year-old girl is aware of her smell. Trust. I don't even know what that means. Okay, so now Reddit's arguing about whether a 10-year-old girl can smell what she smells like. Good one, Reddit. Yeah, again, I agree, Captain Red Bull. They're both being insanely petty. Sorry, onion odor is not a legitimate issue that forced 10-year-old not to eat food. Yeah, no, I agree. Onions have amazing health benefits as being packed with antioxidants and vitamin C. Yeah, this is my point. Like, why can't we just go, hey, they're good for her? At least she's eating something good for her. The mum is teaching the kid to be a picky eater for no reason at all. Yeah. I wonder if the mother is on like one of those like paleo diets where they're like the carno diet kind of thing. They only eat meat or whatever. Yeah, see, this person has it right. You fed her food that was on the no-no list. I'm not going to discuss this topic with you any further. How dare you? You're going to cause her to be bullied. Again, yeah, so that's this hypothetical that homely hobbit has pointed out here. Sort of blaming them for being bullied kind of thing. Do not jade. Justify, argue, defend, explain. You don't need to justify your parenting decisions. Interesting. People are giving actual good advice in Reddit. I didn't know this day would happen. Okay, well, yeah. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Is this person a horrible onion? Everyone terrible. Yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah, probably something else started. I might call it early. I think starting late, I'm out of whack, and I really do apologize. I really do. Totally my fault. Nobody's fault but mine. I will own up to it. Totally bad. Yeah, so I really do apologize to everyone concerned. I would love to do more, but I realize that I'm going horrendously late. Probably other people have got something starting and going on. Probably where everyone went, someone probably started a stream, and I'm running late. So that's fair. That's totally fair. I want to try and get things at the same time so other content creators can do stuff. So I really do apologize to them as well. Terrible stuff. But I certainly will be not repeating that again. I don't want to turn into, Amy, who's always late. No, actually, Amy is really dependable, actually. So yeah, I highly recommend her channel. I'm gonna put it up there just because. I really do apologize. Oh, Duchess says, if you're interested in AITA stuff, I think you might like reviewing medical ethics exam questions. Sign me up. Sign me up. If you want to send me a link, my email address is in the About section. If you can indeed prove you are not a robot, if you can indeed do that. And that sort of applies to Certainty Exists, JG, if you're still around. My email address is there. If you want a conversation on ethical stuff and moral questions, sure, just hit me up. I'll believe it when I see it. But yeah, I for the moment I am trying to get more debates. The Tank Gang is just starting a debating channel. If you're a theist, and JG, if you want to debate, more than happy. Go over to Tank Gang. They've got a sign up that you can do. They're trying to get more theists and more opposing viewpoints on there. So yeah, go over there, put your voice in, and I'm sure they'll be happy to hear from you. Again, I'm trying to get more debates. I want better quality debates, though. I realize the last few have been really low bar stuff, unfortunately. I take what I can get and who will debate me. I've been chasing a few people round, but hopefully I can get some more reliable. At the moment, I'm trying to set one up with Amy on her Debate Me Bra, which should be on Evidence for God, which is one that I love. As I've said, it gives you a good overview of the sort of spectrum of somebody's beliefs and the reasons of why they believe what they believe. Real epistemological basis foundation stuff. So I'm really happy about that subject. And I do apologize it was short as well, but as I said, I am terrible and completely slept in. So I sincerely apologize for that. But in the meantime, be kind to yourself, be kind to each other, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody.